Hello, my name is Elsa and today I bring you my May wrap-up. I know that I have not been uploading anything recently, but I've been really I don't know how to call it. I've been really busy with work since it's like the last few days of work before I go on vacation for like a month. And then also I was very upset. If you have not seen my previous video, I was very upset about the fact that Sense8 was canceled, and I was just kind of mourning that thing. And I want to thank all of you guys who have actually watched the video and who have talked about it and have told me all your feelings about it. And thank you for being very supportive about the reason why I'm very upset about it. A lot of people don't understand why I'm so upset about, but whatever, I guess that's you do you, I'll do myself. That sounded really wrong, but either way, I'm gonna go start with a little mini book haul because I forgot to show two books in my previous video, or my second last video, which was a May book haul actually, and I forgot to mention these books. So I'm gonna show you those two books really quickly. The first book that I got here is Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is the third book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy, I guess you could call it. This was not supposed to be a trilogy, but now it is, so yay. If you guys don't know, this follows a girl named Lara Jean where she actually writes letters to the people that she falls in love with or that she has crushes on. And basically one day these letters that she wrote to these guys are like known to the world, or to the guys. So that's really like the premise of like the first book of this trilogy, and I'm not really gonna tell you much, but I really enjoy this trilogy. It's one of my few fave YA contemps. It basically talks a lot about family, friendship, and just kind of like growing up in a sense, because we are growing up with our main character Lara Jean, and I really enjoy them. And plus Jenny Han's writing is just really cute and fluffy, and I really enjoy it. So if you want something cute and fluffy and something that you're just gonna fly through and like just makes you feel good, I think you should pick these three books up. The next book that I'm going to show you is actually a book. It's a poetry collection, and I think I've mentioned this a while before, and that is Loving You by Gretchen Gomez. This is one I already have bought the ebook. Yeah, I have read about the ebook, but I also wanted to buy a physical copy because this is one of my good friends, Gretchen's. She started as a booktuber, but then she moved to being a book blogger. So if you want to check her out, I'll leave all her links down below. But this is her first poetry collection, and I couldn't be so proud of her. I actually bought this and sent it to her so that she could sign it, and she did. She personalized it to me, and I couldn't be more grateful. She is the sweetest person in the world. So you have not heard of her, please go and check her out because she's amazing and I love her. I love you, Gretchen, so much. And I'm thinking I told her that I wanted to do a review about it, and I think I'm gonna do that next or something. I think because I want to reread this and I want to like highlight and like write notes on it, just because I feel like this book is very important. It talks, I mean, it's very personal to her, but at the same time I feel like I can relate to a lot of the things that she mentioned in this through her poetry. So I really want to do that, and I want to share with you some of my favorite poems from this anthology, I guess you could call it. So yeah, check her out. I'll leave all the links down below. Now we're gonna go into the book haul. During the month of May, I read 4 books and 2 graphic novels, so I did okay. I think I did pretty good for May being a very busy a month. So I'm gonna tell you all the books that I read in the month. I think in my April wrap-up I mentioned that I was reading this certain book, and I finished it in the month of May, and that is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. And this the white balance, man. This is gonna happen. But yeah, I read this book and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I adored it, loved it. And I feel like this is one of the most important YA books out there today. It talks about the Black Lives Matter movement and about this girl named Star who was a witness to one of her childhood friends get, you know, shot dead right in front of her. And it's very relevant to our current events, and I feel like it's important. This book taught me that your voice should be heard no matter what the outcome, your voice should be heard, and you need to be brave, and you need to stand up with what you believe. And I think this is such an amazing story, and I couldn't give it more praise to it. So if you have not read this, please, you have to read it. It's amazing, and there's no doubt that you won't be moved by these characters or this story. And just the family dynamic also, you don't see a lot of this family dynamic in YA, and I adore this book because of it. So yeah, so if you have not read this, please go pick it up. You won't be disappointed. The next book that I read is actually an ebook, and that is Hollywood Dirt by Alessandra Torre. I'm gonna leave a picture somewhere here on the slide so you can see it. I read this for my book club with Carol at New Adulting Central. If you do not know, each month we read a book that is from the new adult genre, and if you want to join, I'll also leave the link to our Goodreads group over there. Right now I think we're supposed to be reading Bossman by V. Keeland, I think it is. We have not read anything from that author, so if you want to join us this month, please do. So yeah, Hollywood Dirt, what can I say? We actually discussed this book last weekend. We talked about it and discussed about like the things we liked, the things we didn't like, and I think I said to her that I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and honestly I think I'm gonna lower it down to like a 2 or even a 1.5, mostly because I feel like the first half of the book started out really strong, but then as the story progressed, when we hit like the middle or like the halfway point, just the story just went down the hill. There were things that were put in the first part that didn't follow through in the second part of the story, so it was very weird and it just didn't fuse correctly. And also like the chemistry between the two main characters was just very forced at some point, so I don't know, I didn't like it. So that's why I said I think I might lower it to a 2-star or even a 1.5-star book. But yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna read more of her books because I've heard a lot of good things about her books, so we shall see what happens in the future. The next book is also another poetry anthology, and that is called Root by Melissa Tripp. I actually got this book for free because I don't remember what was going on, but I think Gretchen actually shared this tweet about this being free on Kindle, so I decided to get it. And this book is amazing. Like the poetry really got to me, like a lot of things that I could relate, and it's like I don't know, it's amazing. I think everyone should read it and everyone should check it out because I feel like it's the most relatable like anthology up to date, but then I really cannot really confirm that because that's my opinion and I've only read 2 at the moment. But either way, this talks a lot about like yourself, love, feminism, self-love really, and just standing up for what you believe in. And I really I love this. So if you have not read this, or please just at least check it out. I really will recommend you do it because it's amazing. The next book that I'm going to show you is a book that I have been highly anticipated this year, and that is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. And I read this massive book the day that it arrived, and I finished it the next day. Oh my god, was I a ball of emotions reading this. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, mostly because of my reading experience. I wouldn't say that this is my fave from the trilogy or series, but I highly recommend it because I don't know, I just really loved it. I loved how much characters grew on me in a sense, because there were some characters that I wasn't a fan of like on the previous 2 books, but then this book kind of changed my mind on it. Plus Tamling, thank the Lord, I still love you. I don't agree with all the changes that you had to go through, but I love you, and I cannot wait for the rest of the books for the series because I'm curious to know who's gonna be our protagonist next book. Because if you guys did not know, we're gonna have 6 books about this, but apparently there's gonna be following different characters from these first three books. So I'm really excited and I cannot wait to read more. And I'm mostly excited to read more about Nesta and Cassian because I'm just excited for them. Like, Sarah J. Maas made me ship them so hard that I've been looking at fan fiction of them. Like, it's unreal. But yeah, I would highly recommend the series. If you don't know what this is about, A Court of Thorns and Roses is actually a series that is based on Beauty and the Beast. It's like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's kind of is, but then kind of not. But I would say just go into it blind and then just judge for yourself because I'm biased and I just really love this story. So yeah, Like I said earlier today, or earlier the beginning of the video, I read 4 books and 2 graphic novels, and those graphic novels are Saga Volume 2 and Volume 3. If you have not heard of this graphic novel series, what have you been doing living under a rock? Because this is a very popular graphic novel series on BookTube, and I really cannot say how much I love them. I think I gave all of these 5 stars. If not, I gave them like 4 stars, but I really enjoy them. So if you have not read this, what are you doing with your life? Honestly, I've been reading these graphic novels with my boyfriend out loud, and mostly because I think he said that he only read the first book and, well, the first volume, so we started reading 2nd volume, 3rd volume, and it's kind of like a new experience for us because, like I said, he reread the first volume for me because he was gonna read, because he wanted to read it together, and now we have. I don't know when we're gonna continue. Actually, I need to ask him that. We are gonna continue reading this series, but I can tell you that this is already one of my favorite graphic novels series, and I think the only graphic novels that I read are Sex Criminals and Miss Marvel and the Killjoys comic book by Gerard Way and other dude that I don't remember his name, but just Gerard Way. But yeah, I'm really excited to continue with the series. Apparently the series gets better, and it's just, I don't know, apparently there's heartbreak or something that I'm not expecting, but who knows. So those are all the books that I read in the month of May. Thank you so much for watching. Please tell me down below if you read any of the books that I mentioned in this video. And yeah, let's start a conversation. I have really wanted to talk to you guys a lot more. So if you guys think that if I post that, if you if you guys think that I don't read comments and don't reply, I do. I read every single comment, and I actually do reply to every single comment. So please start a conversation. I am on this platform, on this community, mostly because I want to make friends, and that's how I actually made some of my best friends on BookTube, and that's all. Okay, just let's start a conversation. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.